I'm gonna give you 4 of the best lifts to get swole as f, and we're gonna start right now. Okay, that first exercise that we're gonna use is going to be a floating snatch grip high pull. So all of you that hate weightlifting, I'm sure you're groaning and you don't wanna do this because it's actually gonna test your athletic ability, so you better do it if you wanna get big traps and a really strong posterior chain. So we're gonna do this with these sweet garage strength wrist straps that you can get by clicking on the link down below. Or strap this up, and the whole point is to light up my posterior chain and then feed that into that big yoke. When we're trying to get swole as f, we wanna get big, we wanna get big traps, we wanna get big back, we wanna get big upper back, we wanna get big hamstrings, everything big. So hit that at least twice a week if you wanna get big. I would recommend do all 4 of these movements twice a week for the next 4 weeks. I'd hit that 5 or 6 sets for 5 to 7 reps. So one of the biggest things we have to think about when we're training to get as swole as we possibly can is what makes us look swole, right? What makes us feel swole? And I always think it's upper pec, delts, traps, upper back, you know, your erectors, and then a little bit of your glutes and your hamstrings. So the first exercise that we're gonna give you that's related specifically to the upper body is going to be a pause dumbbell incline bench. And so I like to do it where, oh, these feel heavy. Here, and I pause, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. Oh. 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 One more. And so what that does is it gives you a little bit more time under tension, and then when you're pausing, don't just think like, pause and stay tense. And if you stay tense when you're deep in that stretch, that's when you're gonna recruit more of those high threshold motor units, and that's when you're gonna keep getting swole. Before we keep teaching you how you can get swole AF, I think some of the big concepts that you've got to understand is that you need to use some type of caffeine if you can handle it. Some athletes don't really like caffeine, but I recommend using earth-fed muscle Stammpede to help improve your performance in the gym. It's got caffeine, it's got beta-alanine, it has citrulline malate, it has betaine anhydrous. These are all great compounds that are gonna help you increase your power output, increase your strength to ultimately get swole AF inside the gym. And then when you leave, you can use multi-balls, you can use earth-fed muscles, whey protein powders. They have a whole bunch of grass-fed whey protein that is flavored extremely well. It tastes amazing. I recommend at least 1.6 grams per kilo of body weight with protein consumption throughout the day. And ultimately, that probably should be closer to 2.2 grams per kilo of body weight, or the old standard 1 gram per pound of body weight. Now, back to the video to help you guys get swole AF. Okay, another part of getting swole as f is that it's also gonna be related to those big forearms. Okay, so we wanna have monster forearms. So we're gonna do some type of bicep work, like a drag curl into a hammer curl. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, this is my favorite drag curl variation, and I believe I might be the only person on the planet that has drag curl variations because they give me so freaking pumped. So right here, grab a weight that you can do sort of like a cheat curl with. I'm gonna go here. It's like a drag curl with a shrug. So upper back, traps, forearms. Go till you start to feel a real nice pump, okay? And then you can get this little swinging hammer curl, almost like a herbal curl or a V curl. And then you can finish out because now your trap should be lit up. 10 drag curls again with a little shrug. And that's gonna get your forearms blown up, all up into your buys and your traps extremely swole. Do this once or twice a week, but make it like 3 sets and like death sets. So like 15, 15, failure. Okay, this is extremely horrible exercise that no one's gonna wanna do. because it's horrible. All right, so we got our sweet slant boards directly from Ben Patrick, the knees over toes guy. And so what I just did is a hack squat. Okay, so we're on a leg press machine, we're doing a hack squat, and if there is one lift other than a leg press that will blow up your quads, it's that heels elevated hack squat, okay? This lift is something that I hate. It's even something that I've had good success with some of my weightlifters. So Jake Horst, who just got 11th at Senior Worlds, he did the hack squat 2 programs in a row, which blew up his back squat so he could back squat triple body weight. So I recommend if you do the snatch grip high pulls, you know, you do 5 or 6 sets, and then you come in the back, you do hack squats for 10 sets, and then that last set, the 9th or 10th set, you go till you fail, okay, you go till you die. Your posterior chain, your traps, your quads are going to be lit up. And that's the biggest thing we have to remember. If you've got big quads, you got big hamstrings, you got big traps, big shoulders, big forearms, that's exactly what you need to get swole as f. So if you need help with that, click on the link down below, head over to GarageStrength.com, pick up our Mass Builder program. Remember everybody, always cultivate your power. Peace.